Well, the Doctor and Ace arrived at the greatest show in the galaxy. If ever there was, an absolutely erroneous title. This is probably one of the worst episodes they did in the worst version of Doctor Who of the classic era. There are high points in there. I think Sylvester McCoy, in the right hands, could have done a pretty good Doctor. His outfit, easily the best of the 80s of, and that includes Tom Baker's maroon outfit, which, once in a while, I guess, but all the time, when they became costumes, it's a stupid stickler thing I've repeated ad nauseum. I'm sorry, but it always comes up because it was Mr. McCoy. They even allow him to change. He gets another jacket later, and stuff like that. And it's like it was getting back to more of sort, at least appearance-wise, of a saner time. But man, some concepts might have worked here and there, but it's like they just gave up. Let's hurry up and slap this together and go. This one, I've never liked it, and I was dreading watching it again. And I, rewatching it years and years later, I was like, well, maybe you could have done this or that and all that. Right off the bat, their location shots are just a waste of time. A brief scene just to have them arrive in the TARDIS, get their invitation, and then there's the tent. You go in, and then it's a trap, that's the deal. You go to the psychic circus and don't realize you're the main course until it's too late. And so they can, it's like almost impossible to get. Well, it is at the outset. Of course, the Doctor will figure it out, but you're trapped in this tent. And so there you got an excuse for why everything is in studio and you're going cheap. But there's a reason for that, because you're in this trap, which turns out to have been brought together by godlike beings. No, literally. So, there's an attempt at surrealism here and there. I'm trying to be like The Prisoner, which shouldn't have even mentioned. Don't want to insult The Prisoner, and stuff like that. Just, I guess, stuff they thought would be funny. As stupid as it is, the crappy Batman guy, the mask is kind of nice looking. But that's about it. And then you're off to a bad start when you have your ringmaster, and because he's black, he had to rap, but he's already rapping in a style that was already dated by the late 80s. And they keep having him do it. Was it really too hard to just let him say, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the next show, or, Anyway, so right off the bat, it's like, hey, things are not what they seem. Boy, didn't see that coming, huh? No, the only audience is this, mom and dad and a little girl, and they just sit there and don't seem to react to anything, and they eat popcorn. Boy, that's odd. You'd think there'd be a bigger audience for all these people excited for the chance to be at the psychic circus. Well, anyway, everybody who gets into the center ring, well, they get killed for the entertainment of these stoic weirdos. And hey, there's something about this. And so between the Doctor and Ace, you find out what the deal was. So it seems the actual leader of the circus, they had garnered a reputation as being, hey, a great show to go see, well, greatest show in the galaxy, and he goes to this planet in search of greater power, which he finds and goes insane and I guess loses his memory or whatever, and enslaves the circus to perform, snuff performances, I guess, because they just keep killing people that are brought in to entertain the three mysterious entities. Well, long story short, the three mysterious entities are gods of Ragnarok, which is a little odd, but Ragnarok is actually the end of the gods of Asgard. It's their final battle with all the villains. And then after that, the world gets remade. It's kind of like the Book of Revelation for Thor and Odin, and so the world gets remade and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know, unless there's in the Doctor Who world, there's an actual place called Ragnarok. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, the actual work they did on the gods themselves does look kind of cool. Well, it's kind of sad they're just sort of out of place and wasted in this. But, what are you going to do? So anyway, don't know why one of them identified as a little girl, but anyway, the Doctor, there's this dimensional rift, there's a medallion, they have to find it, and the Doctor, it opens it, he gets in there, he confronts them, and so he has to perform silly tricks and stuff, and they decide to kill him anyway, and he gets the medallion, and it reflects their powers back to them, and wipes them out, and like, no, didn't see that one coming, and then the Doctor escapes back to the world and gets out of the tent, and it explodes as he does the slow walk away. Apparently, I think I'd heard the story that Sylvester McCoy got injured in that scene. Some of the shrapnel, I guess, peppered his behind. I don't know. But anyway, also probably pretty loud, a little too close for him to have been there. They should have really thought that through, but, well, I guess, he healed and it's okay now. But anyway, that's that. So yeah, the Doctor killed the gods, and hey, everything's fine. You kids go about your way. And he and Ace left. I imagine she appreciated the explosion because she's got that obsession with explosions because she's deeply rooted in psychosis. But anyway, that's about it. Little weird signs, the crazy clown running around with a bunch of robot clowns. He got his due justice. And, it just wasn't any good. And it could have been here and there, some of the ideas, but it didn't. And, that's it. It clearly was nowhere near the greatest show in the galaxy.